silver and gold situation. I'm gonna bring up really quickly. I use this site, and I think I have to bring up. We're still sharing your screen, so let me bring up my screen really quickly and share this site. Um, let's see here. Okay, there we go. Let's share. I want to share this tab over here on silverandgold.ai. I don't know what site you use, but we've got the Shanghai silver price and the Western silver price. I think the Western, yeah, we're down a little bit today, down to 75 bucks per troy ounce. If I come over here to CNBC, we can see 275, almost $76. Still holding strong for silver, bro. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed with the silver resilience. Seeing that, Mike, they have they've come in about 4 times now and slammed down silver by basically increasing the margin requirements on the COMEX. So
That
I'm
is
very, very impressed with the silver's resilience. Tell us, where do you think we go from here with silver? Is silver a better play than holding gold? I just bought a whole bunch of more rounds of silver last week. Let us know your take on things.
great, man. I like this. Okay, so I talk about, I've been talking a lot about just the decoupling of the spot to actual physical acquisition of the metal itself. And so whatever we show on the screen, that's
Yeah,
entertainment. Because whenever
right.
you go down to wherever you shop from, or whenever you, if you
Well,
can find it
well, I got
online.
mine from SD Bullion. Where do you suggest
So no,
people?
no. So at this moment, whoever and wherever, just make sure they're a credible business, because the
Okay,
fakes are about to go bananas, because people will catch on.
good
We're
point.
just in the first inning, I think, of retail FOMO, and so there's a much greater market for fakes than there is for real. And it's the people who are not aware, awake, or paying attention to programs like yours and mine that will fall for this, because they're going to look at the spot price on the screen and think, man, it's a sale. It's $75 or $76. And if somebody is willing to give you an ounce in your hand for $75, you should automatically question if it's real, because everybody
Mm.
knows silver comes with a premium, because the
Mm-hmm.
premium is what is needed in order to actually execute a trade and or run a business. So my
Right.
point is, whatever the price is on the screen, I don't pay attention no more. I laugh at it. I tell people don't pay attention to it. It's whatever you have to pay when you go to check out on screen. That's the price. And
Yeah.
SD
And
Bullion, look
yeah,
at, so look at,
$87.
right. No, no, and that's dependent on their inventory, because SD Bullion, I've been talking about them a lot lately. They are having inventory issues, and so they're
Correct.
prolonging their shipping dates. And so for the
Yes.
SD mints,
Cause mine won't ship until the
February
12th.
or the 12th. Okay,
Yeah.
there's some going for February. So depending on what you want, you'll have to wait. And here's the thing: this is just what they have. This is the contract or the agreement they have with you right now. So if you're expecting a future delivery date, it is
Uh-huh.
in their best interest to cancel it. And so I talked
Mm.
last night about
Good
somebody I
point.
follow. They posted a screenshot from a reputable dealer. They looked to
Mm-hmm.
purchase 10 ounces at $79. Was $790 at checkout. That was a couple weeks ago. And so literally they canceled it because inventory.
Oh.
Because now, if
Now
you
you gotta go
refresh that
back in and
screen,
rebuy.
you
Yeah.
refresh that screen now,
Wow.
it's $870. So they would have lost $100. So it's in their best interest to do things on a short term basis
Damn,
or
I didn't think
limit the
about
amount of
that,
weight you
bro.
can purchase. So yeah, so my point is, you got the spot and the physical. The physical is whatever you
Mm-hmm.
pay when you check out. The spot is just entertainment now, because depending on where you're looking at, like I was going to tell you to go at the top of SD Bullion's um, website and look at their spot price. It is not the official spot price that the Crimex is giving us. So we got 76.87 there, and you just showed us it was 75. So that's $1.20 difference. So they're carrying an extra premium on their spot,
On their spot, and that's not including
real premium.
the right,
Correct.
right,
So
right.
every exchange now is being forced to make their own price above the fake spot price, because it's threatening their business model. And this is the problem. This is a problem people don't really know about that I see coming, is that at some point in the future, depending on this Middle East conflict, I think this Middle East conflict is coming is designed to try to take attention off this. But at the current rate and trajectory of these prices, come spring ish, there could be a lot of online dealers that's forced to lay off, close down, or shrink their so-called inventory list down to the bare minimum, whether it be actual government issued coins that they'll be able to get a little bit easier, perhaps, because generic rounds are too cheap, and most people are not going to really be able to are not going to want to sell them back because once again, what are you selling them back into fiat for when this is the problem? So, like literally, like these things here, these are insurance against this and government confusion. So it's about to get very interesting. And if I can add,
Of course. Of course.
yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, I came across, searching the internet. There's
Hmm.
a bullion dealer online, Atkinsons.com, out of the
Okay.
UK, that began offering above spot for select coins. So one of the issues that people are experiencing is those that have been, saving for a long time. They went to go try to, redeem some of those gold, silver ounces, and they were paying less than $10 a spot. And so that you go to sell it back to them, say it's $75 a day, they'll give you $65. So in the long run, if you was holding from $10 or whatever, you're up. But
Right.
relative to the spot price, as a business model, they had to protect themselves because of those slam downs you were talking about.
Of course.
But the slam downs are minimum now. They're a dollar for 10 minutes at best, and then they back up $3 or $4. But last couple years, it'd be a dollar, $2, and it'd stay that way. It'd be another dollar
Yep.
two, another dollar two, another dollar two,
Yeah.
to where as a business model, it's cool to deal with spot. Now you got to charge under because you got to protect yourself. Because if somebody come in, you give them 75 for the ounce, then tomorrow it's 70. You lost it. You lost $5
Big
as a business.
time.
You can't do that. So this Atkinson's, what they're doing is they're offering above spot. I think it's 5% or something like that on government issued. So what that tells me is that government issued coins, they are constitutional legal tender anyway, and they are
Well, we
what?
just and I didn't realize this. I talked about this a couple live streams ago. Basel three just re. It was in last year.
Hmm.
They just recategorized gold to a tier one.
I think it's tier one. Yeah, and I want to say
That kind of
that.
went under the radar, well, at least in my world.
Yeah, I want to say the reallocation of gold as collateral back onto the bank's balance sheets. I think I recall initially hearing about the rumors, or it moved up from tier three to tier two, or something like that, and then to tier one. So,
Now it's tier one.
so
But
in
that
2020,
happened. That happened 2025. I want to say April
mhm.
or something like that last year.
And so now that is the current status of gold as an actual reserve asset that a bank can hold on their balance sheet. And so that hasn't always been the case. So when I remember, I think I was talking to Andy Scheckman and Miles Franklin, and I
Oh
interviewed him,
yeah.
and we were talking about that. And it was three. It was either not even listed, or it went to category three, then two. So I think it's back in 2019 to 2020. So they've been incrementally, I think, getting to the point where if you say it's 2025 tier one, they've been working for this for quite some time now.
Yeah, July 1st, 2025. Gold is
About the
officially
end game.
included as a tier one HQLA, high quality liquid asset on the balance sheets.
Mm-hmm.
So that's and it's under the listen to this. It's under
Mm-hmm.
the title Basel Three Endgame. They're
That I
just
did not know.
they're just putting it in our faces, Mike.
That I did not know. Okay.
Basel Three Endgame.